it. And now you gotta get it back. And the way to get it back is to go back to the beginning. You know what I mean?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH, and today we're going to try something new. First off, I'm going to address a few things. We're going to take a couple side notes. I'm going to address one of the viewers' comments as well. So I'd like for you guys to stick around. I'm going to give my opinion about some of the changes and how our reactions are to these changes as well. So one individual stated that I needed to get right to the point and I take too much time in the beginning of my video. I apologize for that, but initially in the beginning of my videos, I try to give the information to everybody that's new, because I have a lot of new people that I jump on and they may not know the information is there for them in the video description. It's number one. My intros, I made my intro specifically to acknowledge any of our employees, because we don't get the praise we deserve. So with that being said, my email is in the video description below. If you want to send a picture of yourself and you're a current postal worker, please feel free to do so. I'll be making a new intro probably within the next 2 weeks. And if you want to be seen in my intro, drop your picture. All right, cool. Let's address these changes. Number one, I'm not one to say I told you so I won't say it. But let's be real for a second. These changes that we have that are coming, and I know that Miss K made it seem like I was attempting to scare everybody. My thing here on this channel is not to scare anyone. My thing is to make sure that everyone is informed of the upcoming changes and the possible effects that they will have on our operation as a whole. Never once did I say you were going to lose jobs. And if you watch her video, she breaks it down a little better than me. She is a union rep, so she knows how to speak a little better than I do. A lot of my things I do off the cuff. So bear with me. Bear with Jay. All right? But what I did notice, and this is just, observation. When I put out the video about the ATIS machine, the comments were not exactly what I thought they would be. When I put the video out and I had the new LLV, well, they don't call it LLV, the new mail truck, the comments were not exactly what I expected. And this is what I mean. We all deemed for change. We all wanted the change. But now that the change is actually starting to come to fruition, everybody is picking the change apart. They're saying, well, those machines break down. So, is it going to be replacing us? I mean, those machines are garbage. Some people have them at their places already. One person said that they sort 3,000 packages per hour. Per hour. That's for the stations. 3,000 packages per hour. I know on a regular shift, some people sort 3,000 packages for the whole shift. So, they break down. Why are we picking these things apart? Everything breaks down. You could have a brand new car and it breaks down. Well, it doesn't look like. Who are we, postal family? We're just normal workers. They put engineers, people with years of experience in college, to put these things together. Who are we to question this? We just go with the flow, right? We're here for a paycheck, not to sit there and scrutinize every piece of equipment before you even get it in your place. Well, if it's going to replace us, we don't know if it's going to replace you. That's key. We don't know if it's going to replace you. You're not going to lose your job. You just may have other job duties. Some people are fearing this because it means they might actually have to work. Some people are fearing this because that means that some people are going to have to retire. I understand that. No problem with that. Then they got to the LLVs or the new mail trucks. And I expected people to say, wow, this is great. We finally have a vehicle that won't break down. We'll finally have AC. We'll finally have something we can rely on. But no, the comments were, I wonder how that's going to do in the snow. That thing's a piece of garbage. That thing is, it is ugly. It is ugly. But again, why are we looking at everything as our glass being half empty versus half full? Do you think that an engineer didn't think about it going in the snow? Or maybe it was just something that you felt like, oh, I bet you didn't think about it going in the snow. Ho, 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 that's going to be a screw up. Come on now, let's be optimistic, Postal family. Let's ride the wave, as Miss K said. All right, cool. That's my opinion about the changes. And there'll be more. There'll be more upcoming. All right, I also put out that information about the places that are possibly going to be affected. I had a screen video recorded, and I said I wasn't going to answer any questions about it. Sure as shit stinks. Everybody came in the email. You wanted to see it for yourself. Just leave it in the video. I left it in the video description. I can't pull it up. I record it. I don't understand it. This is why I make my videos, to try to break it down for you guys. But patience is key with everything in life. You don't come to this job making millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, tons of money. No, you build your way up. Earlier video, I used to say, there is no elevator to success. You gotta take the stairs. I said that. Take your time. Let's ride with the flow. You see me? All right. Now on to my comment here. I like this comment. Individual states they don't want their name set because they don't want no retaliation. I understand. You know who you are. Man, so I want to know how many people can relate to this. Follow this. And he paints a great picture. A great picture. I don't know if it's a he or she. All right. You know, Jay. You know I got you, Jay. Yesterday, a 204B told me to help someone. I did my 8-hour route. I did my 1 hour, 30-minute hand slip. I guess that's a piece, possibly. I'm not a carrier. Keep in mind, they had us on for a 10-hour day. Me being in a good mood, completed my route and helped slip. I was told to call before I came back, and I did. Then she waited until I got to the station about to unload to ask me to help someone. Okay, cool, no problem, good mood, no headache, I'll go. I go help the guy, took about 15 minutes. I got back with 2 minutes left before I hit my 10 hours. Y'all know where I'm going with this. So I'm unloaded, got my bucket, pushing my bucket, going through the steps, up, put my mail up. She see me doing, then asked me, am I off the clock? Man, y'all saw my little short about that off the clock garbage. No, not yet, I said. Oh boy, here she comes with the attitude. Well, I need you to clock out now. In return, I say, okay, you want me to put this up or leave it here? I have no problem leaving it here. I'm not working off the clock. Y'all need to stop that working off the clock garbage. Don't give the post office no money. So she walks off and says, do what you want. Do what you want to do. And so I said, I'm helping you. You asked me to go out and help someone else. That's why I'm coming back around this time. I guess she forgot. So I put my stuff up so it won't be no problem for me not putting up my keys, etc. Then she gonna try to come and apologize me like I don't want to hear it. I'm trying to clock out. It's the second time you done did this to me and come back and try to apologize now. I feel his pain. I'm a regular now, and in my head, I'm like, I'm just doing my route and hand slip, no extra. As this was going through my mind, I'm like, I don't mind helping, but if I got to deal with this every time you're going to ask me, nah, just let me go home. This is with a postal management. That's you. Y'all know how I feel about this. It's not worth it. Also, the union steward is watching this go on saying, I told you this is hell. Now, y'all could picture this going on. I know y'all can picture this going on. Let me see your stories in the, hey, leave a story that's juicy. I'm gonna read it. But what really kept me not completely level as this was going on was one of the academy trainers. When I first got to the USPS, he told me, don't let nobody trick you out of your spot from day one. They're going to see you have the potential to make six figures. Just take it in as a test. Use common sense and logic when communicating with the managers because they will test you in some ways. What you said, they only have little control as you let them is complete facts. Some other managers are completely respectful and trying to help me become a 204B. But I'm like, nah, if I gotta disrespect people to get stuff done, then no. Then another side of me is saying, try it out. You know how it feels as being a worker and don't like taking stupid crap. And I can just be respectful of people no matter and what someone else wants to do. This place needs fixing. It 100% needs fixing. Now, 204Bs, when you do try that out, we all have great intentions. And if you stick with your morals, you can be extremely effective if you stick with your morals when you're a 204B. But when you have to sell your soul because you want to make a little bit more money, I know we came here to make more money, but remember, all those people that are around you are your co-workers. If you're a 204B and you sticking with 204B, you got to go back down. We call it up and down. Up means when you're a supervisor. Down means when you're just a regular worker. Kind of degrading, isn't it? But when you go up, you got to go back down. And then you're going to be working hand in hand with these people. So remember, be as respectful to people as you want them to respect you back. Because it will bite you in the butt. Now, if you disrespect people all the way up to the top, those people are the ones that can make or break you. It ain't nothing for a bunch of people. And I heard this happen at one of the stations in my local area. All the carriers decided together that they were going to call out every single one of them. Ha, yeah. Now, what does management do at that point? What did management do to that whole group, that the whole group together said, you know what? Screw this. We just gonna show them better than we tell you. All right? You gonna learn today. And they all banged out. For those that don't know, that means call out. Somebody goes, what does bang out mean? But seriously, do you know how that has a ripple effect? Not one carrier showed up. I think there was like, it was a smaller office, maybe 40 routes or something. But they all called out. You know what them managers, they were scrambling. And the people from the top got to come and they want to know from the postmaster, well, why all your people call out? Oh, y'all screwing up. Sometimes you got to light the fire some way or another. I'm not suggesting anybody do that. Y'all do it on your own time. If you heard of a story of people doing that, leave it in the video description, in the video comment section, because it is funny because these people that are sitting up top forget where they came from. And then when you got to wake them up and say, hey, check this out, we make you or break you, then sometimes you bring them back to reality. But we're not going to babble on anymore. What we're going to do is say thank you guys for sticking around. We appreciate you guys for sticking around. And if you guys have not already checked out Miss K's channel, please do so. She has a video that's coming up. I don't know if it's out when you watch this, about how to file an EEO properly. Hey, I need to learn that. Just have it in my arsenal. But a lot of you guys are asking how and when it's appropriate. That information is there. She also is having a video coming out about, I think it's how to file a grievance. You can write your own grievance and give it to your shop steward. You word it properly. Jay don't know none of that stuff. It's crazy. I've never filed a grievance. Me, no, never. But she can walk you through that. Also, hey, Miss K got it going on. And that's all I got to say about that. Questions and comments, leave down there. And if you guys need anything, just knock. This is JH, and we out of here.